so much for coming. I really appreciate your presence. My name is Corinne Nzellen, and I think my last name is a bit of a tumble, but I'd say the N and the D are silent. Yeah, so just say Zellen. Yeah, that's if you want to say it. Yeah, but spelling it wise, it may be tough. Yes.
Corinne?
But Corinne.
Corinne.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should talk about being an oath, and this is time to listen. Okay, then we'll ask questions at the end.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, darling. Thank you.
Because I have to go, I can't say I have to leave.
Yeah, and I have just a few slides.
We'll hold our comments.
Yeah, so the idea is really me introducing myself to the community. I've lived here technically, and I say technically for various reasons because I was in and out, since 2012. So I feel like it's time for me to give back to my community, and I feel like this is my community.
Wow.
So I am starting this endeavor, and I don't mind that there are not a lot of people here. I just thought, let me take the first step. I've been thinking about this for a really long time, and I haven't acted on it, so I feel like this is still great.
Wonderful.
So, what are we going to be talking about today? I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. I'll tell you my motivation to doing this, what and how I want to contribute to my community, in what areas I think I can contribute in, and my expected outcome and how I plan on achieving this. So, about me, I am Cameroonian, like I already told you a few minutes ago. I literally lived most of my adult life in Cameroon. I moved to the United States in 2012, and my motivation was really to come for graduate school. Eventually, I moved to Vermont in 2012 to SIT. I did my graduate studies in SIT. Before I came here, I had a degree in private English law. I have a law degree, and that was since 2001. So I worked a great deal in Cameroon before I moved here. Worked in corporate banking, worked for Catholic Relief Services. It's actually a US organization. I worked for the Health, HIV and AIDS team. I worked for the British High Commission in Cameroon. And then I moved here. I got my master's eventually. I did my internships around the world quite a bit, but in India particularly. I worked for a think tank for the government of India. And then I came back, I presented my capstone, and I've been working at SIT ever since with Study Abroad. So in Study Abroad, I work with programs in Africa, south of the Sahara. So programs in Africa, south of the Sahara, Australia, that's okay. Australia and international honors programs. So basically that's a little bit about me and how I'm here today. So my motivation. So I am 40 years old now, and I feel like I have had quite a bit of experience under my belt. Not enough to think I know everything, but enough to make me feel I can share something, I can give something, and I can learn in the process. So I'm not standing here as an expert in any way, but I'm standing here to say, I have had a few experiences, and I have observed a few things, and I think I can join in the effort to make things a little better. So this is no expert, but again, I also became a citizen on July 4th, and I'm like, this is home, aside from home in Cameroon. I'm always going to be Cameroonian, but I have citizenship in America now, and I feel like I can step out and make my voice be heard in different ways. I got to vote recently, a few weeks ago, for the first time in my life.
Yay!
And it was a really good feeling. You know, I come from a country as well that I know what it feels like to be oppressed. I never ever had a chance to vote, and I don't even think my vote would have made a difference. My president has been in power for over 35 years, and so democracy is not something I have grown into. So it felt really empowering to go to vote. And when I went to vote, again, considering the elections, at least there was a lot of positions to vote for, and I realized I didn't know a lot about the candidates. So it was a little overwhelming, even though empowering, and I was like, whatever I say here is going to count. So there is need to know these people. So I need to find a way to get into the community and be a part of it. So that's really my motivation, I'll say in summary. There's definitely a lot more. So how do I want to contribute? I want to be a voice, I want to be a friend. I want to brainstorm with people, I want to talk through issues with people, I want to meet people in the community. So like I said, this is no expert, but this is somebody who has the ability to comprehend, is capable of contributing, and would love to learn and be a part of, this part of the world that has given me so much. I have to be grateful for. And in what areas? So having moved here and walked through the immigration process on my own, I never used a lawyer. There's a lot that I got to learn through it, and I think I can help other immigrants in the community. And sometimes just moving into another place, I don't necessarily have to help you with your paperwork, but it's just giving you tips on things to know, things that even if as a local you want to share, you don't even know it's a challenge the person is experiencing. So being a person who has gone through that, there are things instinctively I can tell you, you should do this, you should know this, you should, So that's my thoughts. I work in higher education right now, and one of the challenges I experienced growing up in my lifetime was the fact that I recognized I lacked orientation in the educational paths I chose, what to study. So I'm just like, if we could just talk to young people and figure out, tell them what I think would be good for them, what they could study, figure out what their interests are. I think that could help. So educationally wise, I'm happy to contribute. Are we okay? Yeah. All right.
Do you have an email or do you
Yes.
have a card that you can?
Yeah, and if you want to leave, I could always write it down really quickly, but I just have it at the end.
Okay.
So basically, professional development, finances, personal life, lifestyle, organization, most of these are interrelated, so it's always going to be an individual need. I was 300 pounds 2 years ago, and I still have a long way to go, but I have been working on that, and I have recently become a Zumba instructor. I'm working on being able to give my own Zumba classes. So there are just a few things I think, I want to work with this, I want to do this, I want to, I think I can say something. We're almost there. We just have 3 more slides. So expected outcomes. I want to be that bridge, that connector. So if I meet somebody who has challenges or talking or wants to talk about something, I don't necessarily need to be that help. But hopefully together we can find somebody who can help. So my aim is not to be the answer to every question, but be able to walk you through to find an answer. So I want to create connections, I want to ease minds, because in all this, what I have observed in my time here is it creates a lot of anxiety in young people. I have noticed a lot of young people, I have really close personal friends whose kids excelling, doing great in high school, and just the thought of going into the world gives them so much anxiety, and there is a lot of breakdown I have observed. So, and it's happening in young people, and sometimes all you need is putting it in perspective, one step at a time. Don't feel like you need to do all at once. There is that fear of missing out. You want to grab on everything. Take one day at a time. So that's just, to me, I think it's a simple message, but it can be, we can put it to everyday's existence, So my target is to help at least 2 people feel less overwhelmed by the end of the year. So, how do I plan to achieve being a community advocate? I want to partner with local organizations and individuals. So, you present here today are my first. I'm going to make sure we touch base. So I'm going to start really small. I don't have any money doing this. I don't think I need any money to do this. I think I can do it without any financial support. I'm going to create online presence, and it's not like a big deal, nothing serious. It could be just Instagram and just hashtagging, supporting each other. And eventually I'd like to create a site where stories can be told, and we can share and groups can be formed for support. So basically this can be physically or virtually. I'm open to either way. So here are my contacts, my email address and my phone number. Let me know when you're, and I can write it down for you clearly, you can see. So that's basically what I wanted to share. It's nothing complex. I think it's pretty straight to the point. This is really my introduction to my community, and I am excited to be a part of it in whatever way, shape, or form. I already know, like I said, the topic is bridging communities and systems. I know a lot of these systems for support exist, but we also know that people who really need the support sometimes don't know how to access them or cannot access them. So there's always like need for help. So I'll hear any thoughts or questions if you have at this time.
Well, we do have a story to tell.
Yes.
This one is very important. You know what is that museum called, the one where we went?
The Railroad Museum and Art Center?
Yes.
Just down the street?
Yes.
There's a woman there who didn't take a pause.
She wouldn't take a
Oh, she
pause.
wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm concerned with that because when you're talking about immigration, I'm trying in my heart to flog this immigration.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I wanted the stall.
He wants to stall Trump's immigration bill.
That would be really good.
You know what I'm trying to get?
Do you have any thoughts? How do you want to go about this?
Well, I look at there's a difference between Mexico and Canada. In Canada, there's this field which I feel like, what's that field called, Juice? The one where everyone can work together as the kids? Tow truck driving.
Tow truck driving.
Right.
And that's how I feel like this community should be represented.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there's one thing missing. Dad and the kids could sneak up on the immigration office, hook the chains on his car, and tow the grandpa's junkyard to be trashed.
You have a point.
Is that a good point, Judah?
It's a novel idea.
Yeah.
You think that'd be a great way to keep immigration off the...
We should work on it. Let's talk more about this when we get a chance. And yeah, if there's a way we can propose this or find better ways to work around it, but definitely you should take it up. You know.
I think it's one way to help the community, get people involved in the industry, which I think should not fall apart the total industry.
I agree with you.
I just texted my friend Dawn from Barbados and asked her to come, but she's probably teaching over at St. Michael's.
Oh, Dawn.
You know Dawn?
I know Dawn.
Of course you know Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I know Dawn.
Good.
Yeah.
So good, I'm glad she knows you. And do you know Georgette?
I know Georgette.
Okay.
Georgette has moved.
I know.
She's since moved. Yeah. I know Georgette. Yeah. I didn't get much. I mean, at the time she was here and all, I was still like scrambling and finding my feet. So we didn't get to interact as much as
So
possible.
what are you trying, where do you want to see yourself?
As in, what particularly? Because I'm already here,
Where do
you know. So what I want is to be a part of the community. I want to be able to interact with people. I want to be able to help, support, you know, and the areas I identified for support for a start, I mean, it's not limited to just those. I said immigration-wise, considering my experiences, doing that for myself, you know, and it could just be life, it could just be health, it could just be, like I said, I was
Right.
a lot bigger than
Just
this.
whatever's going on.
Whatever
right
is
now.
going on, and the aim for this is just to ease the anxiety going on. It's just to, you know, just feel better. Just take it one, because sometimes, like I said, these systems for support exist. I'm not building anything that doesn't exist here. But the people who need it sometimes are too overwhelmed, too overpowered, to even know where to go or where to start. So take for instance a woman who is like stuck in a situation, say a bad marriage or a bad relationship. Sometimes it's just the thought of, how do I venture out on my own? At least I have a man.
Yeah?
Sometimes that's not all. You know, let's talk. What are you afraid of? What are you worried about? How much money are you worried you're going to need that this guy is giving you that is worth you staying here and going through the torture? So it's just simple things like that. It's not, and again, that is not a simple situation, but I'm saying those are the kind of conversations. It's not like I'm going to make a decision, but I think sometimes it's just that need to talk through.
And I'm almost thinking, what is the cultural difference between Cameroon and here, because my immediate reaction as a
It's definitely
brainwashed,
cultural.
American, I'm like, well, it sounds like you want to be a therapist, or it sounds like.
But that's the thing. That's my concern, because
Yeah.
one of the questions which I had to ask myself through this is, I expected somebody to ask, so
Right.
why should I come to you instead of going to a therapist? Why should I come to you instead of going to a social worker?
Yeah.
Why you should come to me is just because I'm there. I'm not going to charge you. It's not complicated. Let's talk. I'm just being a friend.
Yes.
Helping
You know what I
to
mean?
talk.
Yeah, that's why I said these systems exist, but for some reason, why are we still not able to get through to everybody?
Yeah.
Is it because we're naming everything, trying to put everything in a box? You know, that's why I'm like, it's not even specific. It's not like I'm saying I can do this. I just want to be that person in the community, because culturally, let me talk about that cultural
Yeah.
aspect. If it was like a typical organic environment, you have your mother around, your grandmother around, your aunties and uncles. Different people will talk to you, or you will talk to different people about different issues. You don't go
Yes.
to one person for everything.
Yes.
So it's that kind of situation. It's not organic, but somehow we have to build it.
Yeah.
You know, I have a mother in Brattleboro now, my friend Katie Toby. She's been my mother.
Aw.
She is my mother. You know, I don't even know how else to look at her.
Yeah.
But she's almost like you. Katie is like so thin, but she's my mom. Sometimes I think even in her head she can differentiate me and her biological kids.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
but we don't look anything alike. But it's that community that you create. You
Yes.
create it yourself. You
And
know?
it's almost like we've got it in these little boxes, and you're saying, no,
Yes.
let's just be community.
And that's why I said those things are interrelated.
Mhm.
Don't say I have this issue, then we box it, and then you have this other issue, then you box it.
Right.
There is a ripple effect to everything,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So if we're going to talk about lifestyle, it could just be the reason why are you struggling with your finances? Yes, you don't make $1,000 a week, but what do you make? $100? There has to be a way for us to make it work. Let's break it down. You know, it doesn't mean you have to. So what is it that you're doing that you don't need to be doing until you can do it? It's just, so I'm saying, I'm not rich either by any means. I'm also struggling sometimes. But I have had to do these things, break them down, stand in my truth.
Mm.
You know.
You want to be a friend to the community.
I want to.
Every community needs that.
I want to. And I today I was just thinking, I was like, what does it take? I'm going to keep pushing to do this. And even if I have to stand for some office position someday, I'll be happy to.
Ooh.
You know? But I don't know. I'm not even ready to do that because I don't even know
Yeah.
the systems. I don't know the community enough. But this is my way to get out to it, because on my own, I probably can't. But working through
I'll
my
tell you
best.
some quick thing quickly
Yeah.
about the community. I'm on the skate park committee.
Okay.
Skate parks to
Yeah.
build a skate park. It's been going on for 10 years. We finally have the money to do it. We have $250,000, so we're ready to put the shovel in the ground up at Memorial Park.
Yeah.
But we've gone from site to site.
I did hear about that when I was in
They
graduate school.
chased us away.
Mhm.
And there are people, you think we're trying to blow up the town, there are people that are against it. And it's taught me not to take what people are saying so seriously. In Tai Chi, you move a little, you let it go by, and
Yes.
take the energy coming in.
Mhm.
And I
That's
would
it.
tell
That's a
people,
really good analogy.
if you respond, you're giving away your power, you're letting people control you. And it's better to just not take it so seriously. Someone I sing with intergenerational chorus, when I met him at town meeting, I said, when are we going to sing? And he said, I can't talk to you about that. Well, he didn't tell me, and his house was going to be near Green Street.
Mhm.
So I found out where they're going to sing. I turned up, and somebody attacked me verbally about the skate park,
Mhm.
and he defended me.
Right.
So I use that as an example. You can't take what people are saying so seriously. You
Mm.
need to let
Or
go.
personally, you know,
Yeah.
you can take it seriously,
Well,
but
not
yeah,
so
like
personally.
put it in perspective.
And you don't
Yeah.
realize other things that have happened, and it's very complicated. So
Mhm.
it's better to just let it roll and go on.
I like the Tai Chi analogy.
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
the type, yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, it's taught me a
Yeah.
lot about letting go.
Yeah, stepping back.
And we're finally going to do it, and the kids love, you know, the kids, there are kids, adults that stay part of it.
Yeah.
And it's important to move.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Thank you for coming, and I hope we connect again.
You're welcome, yes.
Yeah.